What's up, what's goody, and what's popping, Aries? And welcome back to Top Cats Collective Tarot. I am your intuitive tarot and oracle reader, Top Cat. And this is for my Aries gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North or South Node if you happen to check for those two. This is a 7-day energy reading. We're going to do things a little different this week. I'm going to do an actual spread. And we're going to use less oracle cards. So we're still going to have a 3-part reading. This reading will still have your general overview, as well as a love section and a money finance section. So that's still the same. We're just shortening it just a smidge. And we're using an actual spread, so the need to clarify might not be necessary at this point. So let's take 2 cleansing breaths so we can all tap into the same frequency. Let's take the time to invite our guides, our ancestors, our higher selves into this reading. Any angels or orishas or anyone that is working on our behalf spiritually, we invite them to this reading. We would also like to make room for God in this reading. Source, light, Father into this reading. I just pray that whatever messages that you have for Aries, may it be for their greatest and highest good. May I decrease so that way I can properly channel these messages that you have for Aries and relay it to them properly. Now, Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything might resonate. So my favorite thing to say is chew the meat, spit out the bones, okay? If the message doesn't resonate for you, I do have readings for all your other placements. And that just means that message might be for another Aries. So, like I said, hold on to what resonates, leave what doesn't for another Aries. All right, so let's get started. What is the focus for Aries this week? Speaking of focus, what am I focused on? Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Today's soul action. Make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen your trust. Amazing things are coming. So as we continue to evolve, and I say we on a general human level, sometimes I'm not sure, I don't know, Aries, if you're more known for being resistant to change. Yet I don't know. But, some people might not feel welcoming to the idea of letting certain things go, certain relationships, certain mindsets, certain belief systems, certain ideas that we have of people. But if you let that go and just open up your eyes to see what's really in front of you, you realize that you might have something better. You might have something that you've always wanted. You might have something that, you know, was better than you could have expected. So let's see what the back, so I was going to say, let's see what the back of the card says. Yeah, some of you might be getting confused or frustrated with something, but it's about how you recover. Don't just give up. Don't just end now. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you do have, which is like your underlying energy. You have, what are the dominant emotions that run your life? How do you feel your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. So today's soul action for your underlying energy, lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? What are you willing to let go of? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? So some of that feels like a matter of worth, that last one. Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Like, if you value that you are a high value man or a high value person, do you believe that even though you might not, your outside reality might not reflect that? Or like, if you're not where you want to be right now because of X, Y, and Z, whatever external things are happening, maybe your money isn't reflecting your how you feel your worth is, or maybe you haven't like had a family yet or gotten married yet, or made some form of achievement, but are you willing to believe that you, like, do you believe that you have to achieve that in order to add value or worth to who you are? Is what I'm getting from that last question. Trust, surrender. Okay, so let's get into your we're gonna get into your tarot cards. Wow. Words. And like I mentioned, we're going to utilize a actual spread. So we're gonna do a Celtic cross, Celtic cross. I've heard so many different pronunciations of that term. But we are using the double major tarot deck. I really like this one because it's all major arcana and the royal suits of each cup. So pentacles, wands, sword, cups. And every card has two versions of a card. So like your major, definition, or your standard definition, and then like the flip side of that card and the energy of what that card would represent. So okay. So let's see, what is the heart of the matter for Aries this week? What is going on with Aries this week? Bottom of the deck, you have the Hanged Man, which is about perspective. I don't do reversals with this deck because, one, the author doesn't have reversals for the double meaning. And then, two, I think that's somewhat the purpose of the double deck. So, like, see? The Wheel of Fortune. It is broken. So, the heart of the matter. We have the Empress and the double Wheel of Fortune. So, Aries, we all know who the Empress is, right? Like, she is the queen of all queens. She is the mother. She is the goddess, you know, the divine feminine energy. She is the Venusian energy. This could represent a Libra or a Taurus. The double Wheel of Fortune is what is stumping me. I'm trying to find... Okay, there we go. The 4 creatures that were originally in the Wheel of Fortune, which were all the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius. Oh snap! I don't remember the fixed signs. Oof. Have all left. They threw their books and ran away in surprise, and the Sphinx and the Demon were also shocked and bewildered. And it is the moment of realizing that the wheel was not under their control as they thought. The wheel, which seemed to be spinning forever, no longer exists. Considering the situation as the destiny, it seems that the greater power will come and restore the fate to the first, or fix it like nothing happened. The disaster can be a coincidence or a sophisticated plan of the god. So, the broken Wheel of Fortune, especially with the Empress card, like I said, she represents fertility. She's like the mother. She's all 4 queens put together, the divine feminine energy. You might be dealing with your Empress right now, or your Emperor. Everyone has divine feminine energy. So if you're new to the channel, you have divine masculine and divine feminine energy. You might master one or identify more as one, but everyone has the power of yin and the yang. So you might be dealing with, something might be happening with your Empress, whomever you see as your Empress. You might be your own Empress, okay? It doesn't necessarily always have to be romantic, but though she does represent fertility in a lot of readings. So you do the math. So your things have been going on with you and your Empress, and it seems like things have gotten a little out of hand. What I do like about what I read from the reading, it does seem like it's not like all isn't lost, right? It doesn't seem like you're out, you're down and out for the count. Like you're down on your luck, back against the wind, try to make it. Like it's not that. It just seems like almost like a baby tower moment. Like but it also gives a point of like, is this an accident, or is this all part of the greater plan of God? I was talking to someone whom I value greatly, and we were talking about like Adam and Eve, and oh snap, the Queen of Cups came out. Look at that. Like I said, someone I value greatly. And we were talking about Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden, and you know, I think I brought up the point of like God is omnipotent, omnipotent or omniscient or omnipresent. Oh no, it's not that one. He's omnipotent, so he knows all things at all times, all ways. So he already knew that Eve was going to partake of the fruit. It was all part of God's divine plan. So obviously God had like a plan 20 million steps ahead of us. And it just might be like a very intricate plan of God. Yeah, the high priestess moment makes me think like I'm on to something. Like whatever is happening with you and the Empress, it might just be part of God's plan. Well, I don't know what's going on with you and your Empress, Aries, but I almost called you Leo. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness, I could hear all the Leos now. Like, yeah. I don't know how y'all feel about cross watchers, Leo. I don't know how y'all feel about cross watchers, Aries, but it seems like this Leo really wants to come in. I really sense their lion presence, especially as I'm talking about the fact that they're no longer on their sign. It's like, I really wish I knew what were the other two halves of the card. My bad, y'all. All right, let's get into the challenge for Aries. Aries. Leo, get the hell out. All right. What is the challenge for Aries this week? What is challenging Aries? A lot. We are not accepting. That is a book, and that is a book. You guys got a lot. Ooh, you guys got a lot going on. What is crossing Aries? You have the double page of wands and the double strength card. So, I mean, no, oh my goodness. I always wonder if this strength card is the double major at first, because like this lion looks like it is over it. It is over what? It. Especially because like the idea of this card is to represent the fact that the human, though, is fearful of the lion. Oh gosh. And speaking of lion, this definitely represents Leo energy. So I guess I just guessed ahead of time. But the lion could easily kill and maim and eat the human, and the lion is thinking that the human could easily kill and hunt and skin the lion. They both have like this symbiotic relationship, but it's almost like this. The angels are trying to tell the lion to like calm down, baby. All right. You don't always have to be the warrior. You are the king of the jungle. Relax. And it's like this lion is giving me like, yeah, but niggas be trying me, bro. Like, I get it. And then you also have the double page of wands. Now, the page of wands represents fire energy. So that is definitely you, Aries. Whenever you're dealing with pages, they are younger. They're younger in energy, younger in age as well. But it represents Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So, according to the book, he seems to be superficial and seen immaturely to other people no matter what he really does. So his self-esteem lowers. This card depicts the Page of Wands who is fascinated with his own play without noticing that even a passing rabbit is looking at him pitiably. Everyone grows through immature times, but it is a pity if that period continues forever. He must act his age so that he can be recognized and become an adult. So yeah, it's like your lioness ways, I guess, is it might be time for you to direct your energy a different way. But I am reading from, like I said, I'm reading from the guidebook. So don't be like, what? Where did this book come from? But you do see the rabbit. This rabbit does look at this page very like bizarre, and it's giving like, whenever you see an animal, especially one that is all white in tarot, I get the feeling of like an angel passing by, like someone. Though I feel like in this case, it might be a person, like somebody that was heaven sent or God sent to you that is looking at you a little strange, like, grow up, bro. Or fix it, Jesus. And so that's what I'm getting. It's like, so in regards to what's going on, you might be focused on like the original card said, like, am I focused on gaining or losing, not realizing what I am gaining? Are you holding on to your immature ways because that's all you know and you're afraid of what's going on to ascend to the next level? Let's see what happened in the past. This was not meant to be a love reading. This is definitely a three-parter. What happened with the past with Aries? Past energy with Aries. Past energy. Okay, so in the past, we have the Hanged Man. That's all about perspective. You do have the double major Queen of Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, so that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. She concerns me. She scares me just a little bit. It's like she's so focused on the bag that she doesn't realize that her kingdom could be burning down at any minute. So some of you might be focused on your bag so much that you're not caring about the fact that, like, your animals are loose. Your kingdom might burn down. But let's talk about your active energy. So you have the Hanged Man. So that's generally, I know it as the Pisces energy, but someone keeps, a couple of readings call out other energies from it too. But this is really about getting perspective, changing, like really processing things, getting to looking at things in a different way, and to finally get the bigger picture. Like, it looks like it's upside down, but sometimes you might have to flip things on its head to realize the value of what's going on in front of you. That sounded like that was a word. Ooh. Hi. Ooh. Wait, okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. Did not mean to offend. Okay, so let's go to the conscious. What is on your mind? What is on your mind, Aries? What is on Aries' mind? Nothing? Something's on your mind. There we go. Bottom of the deck, you have the double Knight of Pentacles. I think it does seem like, I don't even know where that hole are you focused on your bag. Oh, the bottom of the deck with the Queen. Okay. I was like, wait, now that I get that download, again, it's just a confirmation of like, things might be going off the rails work-wise. You have the double High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. And they're both in their double energy. Now, looking at this, it's like your mind is racing. You might be jumping to conclusions. You might be jumping into battle. Now, notice how both of these, look at the difference between both of these knights. Your thoughts seem to be in a little bit more control. It is almost this crowning energy when you look at how this is dealt, right? So it's like you're receiving insight, and the double High Priestess puts down, some of you might be putting down the whole role of leader just for a moment. I don't want to be an adult. I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to do the responsibilities. I don't. Right? So you want to just look out the window, look at the beautiful ocean that's around you, maybe like walk into the fruitfulness. But what I'm getting is that your mind might be getting in the way of your thoughts. Your mind might get in the way of your thoughts. That's literally the same thing. Your mind might be getting in the way of your progress. It almost looks like someone is on the way to warn the High Priestess, is what I'm getting. I do want to just look at the guidebook, because of the fact that, like, I just want to make sure that I'm accurate for you guys, Aries, because y'all have the most reading, like the most views out of all my readings, and I don't promote this channel. I'm surprised I get views, but like the fact that you guys are you all, have over 10 views without me having to promote it, I want to make sure I'm giving you the right intention, okay? I want to give you the right information. Because, like, I value y'all. Oh, no. That is not what the regular Knight of Swords would look like to me. But, okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, you know what the double Knight of Swords is, where the knight gets out and is, like, ready to draw his sheath. So, like, both are very ready for action. But this knight is, his sword is free, it's active, it's bold, has a great sense of power in this card. So, some of you might be retreating from the world to be, it almost gives light. Like, it's weird because, like, the double cards are giving me baby energies of other major arcana. So this is almost giving baby hermit vibes. All right, so what is the future for Aries? The future. What did I say? The Hermit card, baby. I felt it. It just makes me feel so witty. Look, my Venus is in Aries. Y'all already know. All right, when you get something right, you get excited, you get amped, all right? Like, okay. Okay, let me calm down. But, okay, so the Hermit vibe is you kind of like going into solitude, disconnecting, getting to the root of it all, like getting to see the bigger picture spiritually. You're going through this spiritual journey. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the double Page of Cups. And it's like, you might have been in your own little world. You might not have realized that you might have lost your fish. Or it's like, whoever responds, I would never look, and you're like, oh shit, I lost the fish. And if you just look down, you'd be like, But then it makes me wonder, like, how did the fish get out? Were we a little careless? Were we a little reckless? Were we not paying attention to the things that were going on right in front of you? Okay? Are we allowing the low vibration things about this Empress get in the way of the sustenance that she could bring to your life? I don't know. We have the double sun card behind it. It's like, okay, it's still a very happy card, but notice that the sunflowers are in full bloom and the baby is a full grown ass man, okay? It's time to mature in this happiness is what I'm getting. But if these cards come out inactive, that's when I'll read the actual guidebook. But yeah, what I'm getting is that right now you're like, I'm going to take this moment of solitude. We're going to get to the root of who we are, and we're going to learn about Aries. And you know what? Props to your mama. I don't hate that, all right? Every time, for any chance for people to grow is celebrated on this channel. So what's going on in this the unconscious mind? What is going on? What truly drives this situation? What is the hidden focus? So bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups. There's a lot of night energy. The double devil. You double devil dog, you. I don't know why. What I find interesting is like the lovers that are, because the divine counterpart of the devil is the lovers. So the lovers that were chained to the devil decided to work together and lock that bitch up, and now the devil is a slave to them. It still concerns me though, because you're still dealing with fire energy. Though I just heard, do you know who I am? I am fire. I am Aries, big Aries. Ooh, I don't know why my voice sounded like that. That was a little disturbing. Trying to find the double major meaning for my... There we go. Okay, so like I said, the situation has reversed for these lovers. The devil, which seemed to manage and manipulate human beings forever, is now in chains. And a man and woman are sitting where the devil used to. They are in a triumphant air and become more evil than the devil now. The man took away the devil's torch, and the red hot heat is blazing behind them. People who are blinded by greed are prone to commit things and stop at nothing to gain their goal. They conceal their horns and tails and dressed in clothes to change their appearances into human figures that are very plausibly. Therefore, they are fully ready to deceive other people. So it's like you think that you conquered your devil, right? Not realizing, like, yeah, I conquered the fucking devil. Now this human ego comes in. That is like the hidden thing. It's like, I don't know. It might be almost a sense of like, with this Empress, I'm gonna have these over here. Have the crossing energies over here so I can go back to... This Empress might have been highly desired, right? Like, this is this new divine feminine energy that you wanted to have so much, and everyone around you wanted her too, and you got her. Now it's like, yeah, I conquered that bitch. It might not even be that way, but according to the guidebook, that's how this is coming off. Not realizing that, like, she's an actual asset, or like realizing what you get from, or like the reason why you desired her in the first place. Or this Empress might be triggering old habits. But no, because this is the unconscious. I'm trying to make it all make sense, but honestly, unconsciously, it just seems like you're trying so hard to catch up. Your vices might be driving you right now. Your earthly desires might be driving you right now. You have the Knight of Cups with the double King of Swords, and I don't know, I'm getting a little stumped. I feel like I might have veered off a little to the left with the underlying Devil card. But then, I don't know, I'm channeling things the way that they are coming to me. But that might be like the underlying shit that might be going on with you, Aries. Like you conquered this divine feminine energy, and your ego is coming in. Ego. That was really hurting my head. I had such a headache trying to think of what I was trying to come up with. But your ego might have come in. Now you have the actual King of Swords that came out, like, with the King of Wands. It might be like battle of divine masculine energy. You might be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, right? And it might be the battle of the kings. Like, y'all might be butting heads. It might be your action, your thoughts and your actions are not coming out. It might, I don't know, I'm getting so many outcomes from this, right? It's like you want your thoughts and your feelings, even though it's not feelings, but typically air gets cold, gives off colder vibes compared to, like, say, Pisces. But I mean, water, which is Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, and Cancer. I need to stop trying to correct myself so much. Just relax. Ugh, sorry. I'm so sorry. But it might be that your thoughts or the way you feel internally is one way, but your actions are not showing it off, right? Your energy might say you're in love, you're in love, you're in love, but your actions might not have your other person feel that way. Or like you think I'm a boss, but your actions are like, nah, I don't feel like you are. Maybe you're an intern, an apprentice. Will be nice. Not an intern, maybe an apprentice. Okay. Moving right along. We have the Querent. What's the Querent's view of this? How does this affect the situation? So this is typically the part of the deck, the cross that I don't follow or like know, which is why I have the guidebook. But let's see. How do you feel about all of this? You have your double Empress card, as well as the double Star card. I don't know why y'all getting two cards at once. All right, we have the double Page of Pentacles. Now, the double Page of Pentacles looks like he was giving me the on board, but it's giving very immature with money energy. Where did I put my guy? Oh, there we go. So, the Empress is putting down her baton and patting the leopard while enjoying her own time. Her territory is still rich and peaceful, so it would be fine to take a rest for a moment. The leopard has the best skill of hunting among a lot of animals and also has a beautiful figure, so it deserves to be the Empress's companion. This scene can be considered that the Empress has the ability of taming such a predator, or even people who have personalities like the leopard. The Empress is not just rich and beautiful and a queen, but a powerful ruler whose own true strength that can be a beast-like retainer at her side. So, okay. I just wanted to make sure my interpretation of this card was correct. But it's like this woman, she's so beautiful, so desirable, so sweet, so matronly. You would see her pregnant in a lot of different decks, right? Just for her double major meaning to be like, bitch, I know how to tame a fucking leopard, alright? Don't play with me! And so, I don't know if you feel like you're questioning whether or not you are deserving to be by this Empress's side, or if you're questioning if this Empress is deserving to be by your side. Can she accept your leopard ways? Or does she have that leopard way inside of her? Maybe you like that part of her and you're trying to bring that out. But you know, be careful, because I'll have no one fury like a woman scorned. You might be dealing with a Harley Quinn. And Harley is fucking nuts. Okay. Then you have the double star card. So whenever you see the star card, it's like you realizing that you are the star of your own galaxy. You deserve to be amongst the greats. You are literally the star. Now, typically the peacock is not there. Some of you might be peacocking right now, flexing. You might have peacocked a little too early. Excuse me. Might have hit something on the head there with that burp. Some of you might have been peacocking a little too soon, but okay. Notice, woman is still naked. She is still naked. Okay. The woman is putting her hands together and pouring water into the lake. She has now stood up from her place and seems to have judged her situation properly. The peacock spreads its wings and shows her mind instead. It is good to pour water into many branches as if to bless here and there, but now she seems to represent the belief that she wants to unite her mind and go her own way. She realizes something and awoke herself to her duties. A big star glows behind her like a crown on her head, so very much almost baby, what is this thing called? Hangman, baby. It glows behind her head like a crown, as if to amplify her bright future. So you're realizing you don't have to subscribe to certain norms. You can set your own norms. Like, you realize you're the star, and that means, bitch, I can run the show. Okay. Why am I? I'm getting flustered. All right, the environment. Let's go on. What's going on around you, Aries? What is going on around Aries in this situation? We have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords with the Moon card underneath as your underlying energy. So, the Page of Swords, anytime you see a page, I'm going to just say this now. Anytime you see a page, they are younger than you. It is normally like new energy, like baby energy. and then this virgin energy almost. Not saying that we're not getting into that, but you know what I mean, like. And I only brought up virgin because I watched a whole lot of Legendary. So, you know, it's new, it's young, it's untapped energy. When you get the source, that is air energy. So, again, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. It asks, what are the external influences? It just seems like I'm getting the same type of cards. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, but the mindset of people around you are changing you, are affecting you. They have a part to play in all of this, and it's with your mind, like the influences that you're taking in. Right? So like, and some of you have been trying to tap into God more and think more Christ-like. That might be the environment, like this new frame of thoughts. When you have the moon, you do have Cancerian energy, Cancer energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon. And that's also like what's done in the dark can come to light. You have the fact that the crab is coming out of the water, even though the dogs are focused on the moon. Don't be so stuck on chasing after. I'm hearing Adele. Should I give up or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Or would it be a waste, even if oh, look, and look! Behind the moon is the moon. So it's like both the active and the double energy. Okay, with that being said, I said that I wasn't going to read the underlying energy, but you know what? With that happening, we are definitely going to read that just so we can compare. So the bright moon on the original has the symbol of inspiration, fantasy, and ambiguous things for a long time. This card may represent a very secret story which takes place under the cover of darkness, just like a crayfish which is crawling up from under the water while the animals do not notice, right? But then the sky has changed into a more mysterious color, and the size of the crayfish has become larger, almost taking up the whole card, the whole, like, okay, so in the rule of art, in the world of art, there is thirds, right? You have especially when you're trying to show dimension and depth, your canvas is broken up into thirds. This first third, this first horizon line could give you depth going this way, and then this horizon line would give you depth going that way, if you want to make this look kind of 3D, right? So the fact that this the crab is now taking up 1/3 of this card, and the dogs are now getting smaller and smaller. It's like, okay, these underlying energies, these hidden feelings, these hidden agendas can't come out. It can't stay in. Like, you can't ignore it at this point, baby. It took up 1/3. Look at the size difference. Look at the color difference. The clouds normally represent disillusionment or like fantasy. You're allowing your fantasy to cover up the sky, that you're not realizing this underlying energy is seeping out. Okay. But yeah, let's keep reading. Even the moon seems to hide its face in the clouds and tries to put the situation behind its assuming ignorance. Nobody knows what will happen from now on. In the deeper night, mysterious things begin to enjoy, its mysterious beings enjoy the world freely and begin their own change. Half of the world may already have been occupied by such secret and fantastic beings. Even the rules and orders are different in here. So like some of you might be dealing with a lot of your like shadow realm and realizing what's up, what goes around comes around, what comes up must come down. You might be dealing with the upside down right now. How's season 4 of Stranger Things? Didn't even get to watch it yet. Had just recently paid off my Netflix bill. Tell me in the comments, what do you think of the this season of Stranger Things Part 1. I didn't even... Okay, anyway, this is not what this channel is about. Okay, now this is the part that I'm interested in, Aries. What are the hopes and fears for Aries? Hopes and fears. You have the Hierophant as the underlying energy. We'll talk about it. All right, so, you have yourself. Not only as a double major, but in the reverse, but we don't take reversals. Notice how the Empress came out in the reverse as well. Y'all are both topsy-turvy. So this broken wheel of fortune might be all a part of God's plan. God's plan. All right, anyway. But your hopes and fears. Whenever I see the Emperor, especially because I just find it funny, like you look at the double majors and you would think like the Empress would be more pouty and the Emperor is pouty. Okay, anyway. So I think for you, Aries, what I'm getting is that you're afraid to let go of your identity, of yourself, your hopes and fears. This question, this part of the spread asks, what do you secretly desire, or what are you trying to avoid? So like on one hand, you might want to be more of like less of a tyrant. I mean, less that, right? Less like really showcase more of like the ooey gooey chocolatey mousse part of your personality, but then you also are afraid of it as well. It's like, ooh, I think that I'm in love with you. Ooh, I think I'm in love with you. Oh, somebody might be in... Are you in love? Didn't I mention that at the beginning of this reading? It's the first reading that I do every week. So, yeah, I feel like I'm repeating myself. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. But let's read what the guidebook does say. The next parts are gonna just be really short, all right? I'm not gonna... So much for me trying to make this short. The Emperor, who rose from his throne, is crossing his arms and staring at his opponent in front of him. He looks disapproved, but his eyes are wild to keep an eye on the situation. It's unclear whether the situation will be for the benefit or for his loss, or for the loss of his empire. Maybe the Emperor has folded his arms to hide his real intention, deeply because someone had approached him to make a negotiation. The opponent will be also a tough person. Like I mentioned before, that came out, the King of Wands, the Queen and the King of Swords seem to be more clashing with each other, right? So the opponent will also be a tough person. It could be a situation in which the Emperor was frightened or something has had him worried about finally happened and had to be resolved. Even if there are numerous retainers, there is great responsibility as is felt because he should make the final decision alone. So, yeah. We don't really know why his arms are crossed, but it does get kind of pouty to me. That's what the face. Okay, so with the Hierophant as the underlying energy, some people call this the marriage card because this is more like if the High Priestess is all things spiritual, like the religious church structure, then the Hierophant would be all things governmental. So this is your contract card, your marriage card, but this is also about your core values. The government sets the tone for, well, according to history class, the government usually is supposed to set the tone for the norms of the society. So this might be in regards to you coming to grips with things about your core self, your inner self, your core values, your family values, your traditions, things like that. That is the underlying energy with your hopes and fears. And now, to end it all, what is the outcome between the Emperor and the Empress? What is the outcome for Aries this week? Okay, we have a book, but you have the Queen of Cups. Oh, there you go, the Emperor. Oh, look, the Hanged Man. Okay, so it's like the Emperor and the Queen of Cups are getting it in. Like, okay, I'm going to embrace my Queen of Cups energy, my divine feminine energy when it comes to my emotions. I'm going to get off this damn tree, get up out the coffin, get my ass to work, and put 2 and 2 together and make 4. Bottom of the deck, you have the Sun. Yay! Okay, happiness in the traditional standpoint. All right, so the outcome is the Chariot. Okay, now I don't know if this is the regular Chariot or not, and I don't want to be like, oh, the double Chariot, and then it's just like, nope, regular Chariot. The Chariot. Okay, this is just the regular Chariot, okay? And the reason why I'm confused is because typically the Chariot would have 2 animals. It would have a black lion and a white lion, or a black tiger and a white tiger, you know what I mean? So the fact that there's only one is the reason why I am a bit confused. So I'm going to read the actual book definition for why it's written and drawn. Wow, Jesus Christ. Give me strength. Fix the words in the matter of which I speak. A knight who wears a laurel wreath symbolizing victory is on the chariot. So the outcome is victory, baby. The cane he is holding, it represents his power and determination, and his necklace, his reckless personality toward the goal can be seen from the image of riding a chariot to run forward. The lion, I feel like, okay, based off of this, it's like if the Empress is all 4 queens and the Emperor is all 4 kings, then in this sense, that means that the chariot is all 4 knights. Okay. So, what was I saying? The lion in front of the chariot is the king of predators and is in more... Oh, no, okay. No, yep, I was right. More lion energy. Okay. And it has the power to run fast and lead the chariot. However, since there is no break, the knight needs balance and coordination to lead the chariot to the desired direction. He thinks he is ready to undergo a drastic change and pushing the work with his acting power. However, he might be rushing to get ahead of himself despite not being ready. Besides, the lion already looks exhausted. So things are moving, or you're being pushed into the direction that you want. You might be tired. You might be like, I don't know if I could go any longer, Top Cat. I am fucking done. But know that things are going in motion. This is very action card. I don't know what the hell that card that represented. What the hell I just read? Cause what? The star in the head makes me think like everything is coming to place. All the energies in all directions. The hieroglyphics. I'm thinking about that same conversation that I alluded to earlier. It was a lovely one. I love intellectual conversations. Okay. But I guess in this case, it's like, all right, don't get ahead of yourself, Aries. You don't want to tire out your lion, all right? If you have Leo in your chart, make sure to either check last week's reading or wait for... Actually, I'm going to do Leo next. We're going to do all fire energy. So if you have Leo in your chart, check your Leo reading afterwards. But at the bottom of the deck, you do have the sun. And some people call this to be the happiest card in the deck. And notice how expressive the Queen of Cups is, right? This is the double Queen of Cups energy. She's more accepting of herself. She's more free with herself. Notice that the waters are calm. So it's like you found an emotional happy place. And I like that as your underlying energy for your outcome. So let's get into the love. This seemed to be very love-based. Did not intend it for that to happen. We will talk about the shmoney in a second. All right, Aries. One time for the one time. Two times for the two times. Excuse me. What is the energy for Aries this week? What is the love energy for Aries this week? Love messages for Aries. What is the love messages? Why is it whenever I try to do a love message for y'all, I don't think I got a card the first two times that I did this for y'all neither. Love messages for Aries, please. Okay, if I don't get a jumper. Love messages for Aries this week. Okay. We're going to do this very... There's a specific YouTuber who does this. Okay, love messages for Aries this week. We're going to go with these two. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I was picking up on this energy before. Some of you might be codependent on your old life, your old pattern, your old toxic ways. Comparing your current situation with your ex, especially if they have so many things that remind you of your ex. I think that addiction is what I was picking up before. But know that your divine love, your divine partner, your life partner is worth waiting for. You just have to let go of these codependent thinking, these codependent actions. Let's see what was at the bottom of the deck. Free yourself. keep an open mind is sticking out as well. So keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from the person usual type and your usual expectations. If you've dated nothing but fire energy, fire, passionate, like we found love in a hopeless place energy, and then all of a sudden you realize, I like this air energy right there. And you realize the air compliments you more. The air brings out things of parts of you that you found dormant, or the air energy might have helped you develop more as a person. So you're like, oh, I like this air energy, and then you realize, holy shit, am I in love with this air energy? And I keep getting that, holy shit, I'm in love. Oh, I think that I'm in love with you. Get me I don't know why I'm singing all nasally. I'm sorry, y'all. That's kind of annoying. But free yourself. Go ahead and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Have these, I don't know if y'all had these heart-to-heart conversations yet. God damn it. What's up, Leo? God damn it, this is Aries. That Leo energy. What's up, Aries? Y'all don't feel like talking? Have these heart-to-heart conversations. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive all the highest energy of it all. Forgiving and learning. Sometimes you have to forgive your past to learn from your past. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in the present moment. And then that's how you get to the passion of it all. Allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. That's what I was kind of getting when I was like, your actions might not fit. Like, you might have this fiery, burning fucking passion for this Empress, but your actions are just not. It is not giving what it was supposed to have gave. You did not do what needed to be done. So you might want to fix that, Aries. All right, so with that being said, let's get a crystal affirmation for this week for my Aries babies, my Aries loves. I hear love of my life. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Aries, messages for Aries this week, please. Affirmation for Aries. Oh, there we go. You have hedonite, gratitude. I am grateful. And this loving energy fills every single cell of my being. Some of you might really be learning to value the full, true value of your Empress. And that is why you have gratitude. This is what hedonite looks like. What came out first was Pneumite, strength. I am strong in mind, body, and spirit. So as you were transforming and you're opening yourself to different parts, or opening different parts of yourself to your divine partner, you realize how strong you truly are, not just because of the things that you have overcome, but it takes a strong person to love. It takes a strong person to open themselves up in a way that only one specific person can hurt them, and trust them that they wouldn't hurt them. You are strong for that. So this is what Pneumite looks like. Then we have clear quartz, which is the ultimate healer. Clarity. I have clarity in all aspects of my life. Your person might be desiring some clarity. Make it known. You might need to clarify some things with yourself in order for your actions to align with your thoughts. And then at the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy is prenite, which is trust. I trust myself and the divine flow of the universe. trust. It's a lot of green energy. So this is a lot of heart chakra. This is heart chakra energy. I don't think we really need to clarify anything. So we're going to just notice that the bottom of the deck is the world. So it's like certain things are dying off. Certain cycles are coming to completion. You are walking into the next level. You are walking into the next insight. We're going to end here with your money and finance reading with the zodiac reading cards. Yeah, I think that was the name. Just if you thought I could only do it one way, I have versatility. Some of you gotta realize that you are versatile in all things, not just in your outward persona. Some of you might not want. Some of you might just be angry all the time and realize that anger is destructive. Not realizing that fire is also cleansing and healing as well, baby. You have value. All parts of you were made by God for a reason. You were made by God this way for a reason. Conquer it. But yeah, versatility, baby. Versatility, bitch. Money messages for Aries this week. Money messages for Aries. Look at that. You are at the center of it all. You are the center of your universe. You are the magician of your universe. A leap of faith. New beginnings. Look at that. Sun and Leo. All this Leo energy. I done called you out so many damn times. Look at you. Look at the fact that you came out. It is a lot of sun. Look at that. Sun in Aries, Sun in Leo, Sun in Gemini. Right now, and we are in Gemini. The sun is in Gemini. Hone your negotiation and relationship skills. It is all about communication. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Big things are on the horizon for you, I believe, in Leo season. Like, if you continue to grow and grind and build upon your... Because this is... Before I read the money aspect of it, but as far as your relationships is concerned, you might be seeing the fruit of your labor in Leo season, late July. And then you have eclipse in Scorpio. Stand firm in the eye of the storm. Regeneration. You might realize that you might have a person that you want to ride the hurricane with. So, stand tall, stand strong. But as far as like work is concerned, it seems like things are working better. Communicate your needs. Communicate. That was another reason why I think the Hierophant came out, because it's like, communicate your needs clearly, set boundaries clearly, do the daunting work. All right. Cross every I, dot every T, dot every I, cross every T. I know I say it backwards on purpose. But make sure that you're really like making sure that everything is on point, because the sun in Leo, with it saying a time of celebration and success, you have joy as the main key word. You should be one, excited, and two, prepared, because all of the hard work that you have been doing is about to pay off. You're about to hit a new chapter, especially with the new beginnings as your underlying energy. So it's time to push yourself forward and be number one, king or queen of your own jungle. A fresh venture may ask you to take the initiative, act confidently, and you are decisive. You have stood in the shadows for far too long, Aries, and it's time to assert yourself and express your inner wishes. You may feel motivated to begin a new enterprise, especially in association with your creativity, your music, and your art. Children or change in your personal circumstances will ask you that you act confidently, but without the ego or the drama. I don't know why I said it like that. With the sun in Gemini, it says this is a card of commerce, business, and trade. So turn your creative ventures into money, honey. A fresh contract or idea, a fresh contract idea or business venture promises to be successful if you attend to the details of agreements, negotiations, and everyday communications. Technical and digital information may be particularly relevant right now. Conversations with neighbors and siblings and the community will be in the spotlight and will spark fresh ideas. However, the sun in Gemini can indicate distractions. Too many simultaneous ventures will disperse your energy. Focus on one or two key projects or collaborations, or risk spreading yourself too thin. So I wanted to read that part too, because I know fire energy is like, let's do a lot. Like, be careful to not spread yourself too thin as a person, as an employee, as a creator of your own content. And then with the eclipse in Scorpio, believe that you could ride out any storm that blows your way. Your resilience and ability to be practical in the eye of the storm will enable you to prevail against the odds, especially if you avoid deceit, destructive behavior, and negative or explosive emotions. This card indicates someone who is ultra charismatic. Be this yourself, or so we're going to say this is for yourself. This change presents as particularly intense, magnetic, chaotic, or dramatic, and disruptive. So that's also another warning. So allow your intuition to guide you, right? But don't get too caught up in the hype. That is what I'm getting for you, you lovely Aries. If you like what you see, turn off the TV and do it. I hope this resonates for you. If not, there are other placements for the readings that I will be doing very soon. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that all notification. Well, no, ring the ring-a-ding-ding bell, so that way you'll be notified of whenever I upload videos. You can follow me on all social media networks under SEYSII Reacts. So that's SEYSII Reacts. That is also the name of my YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel where I do reactions. If you want to book a personal reading, I do have openings available for personal readings. You can DM me at SEYSII Reacts to book a personal reading. And if you like any of the bracelets that I have on, I do make jewelry. You can buy your SEYSII jewels through the SEYSII Reacts Instagram page. So, that was a lot. Also, if you are in need of some yoni supplies, you could go to goddessdetox.org/topcat, and that is where you will get your life. Okay, I'm talking yoni stones, yoni pearls, steams, just washes, crystal infused washes. Oh, it's lovely. Go to that website as well. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week. Bye, my Aries gang.